How do you capture something that has no shape? Today we will tame the water. I will show you how to draw water in two completely different states, a calm, peaceful sea and a wild, crashing wave. No heavy theory here, just pure practice. I will prove that realism is for everyone, and at the end, I will show you a secret technique for creating sea foam. You will be surprised by how simple it is. So, let's start it. I start with the layout. For this, I use an HB pencil. It is hard and it helps to draw thin, light lines. Don't hold your pencil like a pen. Hold it by the middle. This gives you freedom. Now, we mark the main lines of the ripples. Here is an important rule. The closer to the horizon, the thinner the lines, and the closer they are to each other. This creates perspective. Don't make them straight. Water is a living curve. Draw broken, lightly curved lines. Imagine you are barely touching the surface. If you draw a sharp contour now, it will kill the transparency in the end. Now we fill the space between our lines. For this, I take a softer pencil, 2B. We use horizontal shading. Why only horizontal? Because water always follows the horizon line. If you shade at an angle, the water will stand on end or look like a mountain slope. Leave some white gaps. These are our future highlights. Right now, I am using the side of the lid. This keeps the stroke soft without sharp lines. Our goal is to create a smooth gray gradient. This will be our base. And one more thing, the closer to us, the more pressure I'll put on the pencil. This is how I'll show perspective. Let's add some volume and create a 3D illusion. A wave is a curve. Every little wave has a shadow side. For this, I use a softer pencil, 4B. I go right under those white gaps, the ones we left earlier. I shade horizontally again, but much tighter than before. And I must remember perspective. On the foreground, I shade more densely. Closer to the background, I reduce the pressure on my pencil. See that? As soon as deep black appears next to white, the water starts to shine. This is the law of contrast. If I am scared of using dark tones, my water will look like dirty asphalt. So don't fear the darkness. It is exactly what pushes the light to the surface. It makes the drawing pop. I use a charcoal pencil to add more contrast. Charcoal gives that perfect darkness. This is how I make the picture look even more 3D. For the next step, I blend the layers. I use my cotton swab for this. It creates a very soft gradient. All that is left is adding realism with my eraser pen. I lighten up some areas and add tiny water splashes. So we have mastered the calm water, but what about the storm? Let's change the mood completely. Let's draw a wild crashing wave. First, let's block in the base, starting with charcoal. Actually, charcoal powder. I just rub my charcoal pencil against a nail file or some sandpaper. Then I blend this powder into the paper with a cotton swab, just blocking in the wave shape roughly. No need to be perfect here, just a simple sketch. The charcoal shape is ready. Now for the details. At this stage I use my kneaded eraser. I will use a subtractive drawing technique. It's like drawing in reverse. The eraser lifts the tone from the charcoal. It leaves bright spots where the foam should be, right on the crest of the wave and under it. This technique is super easy. If you erase too much, you can always add dark tones back. Now we need to add volume. The wave looks flat right now, even though it's recognizable. Just like in the first drawing, I add shadows. They are right under the brightest parts, inside the wave. I use a charcoal pencil for this and a cotton swab to blend the lines. I add the dark tones step by step and blend them gently. On the crest, I drag the charcoal powder a bit to the side. This shows movement. It gives that storm feeling, like the wind is blowing the spray away. To show highlights on the water, I use my eraser pen, and I use it for the splashes too. Well, as you can see, drawing water is not hard at all. You just need to know the technique and basic rules. So, I hope I inspired you, and you will draw something like this using my lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and share my videos. Thank you so much for watching.